Hello and welcome to the 10th ever episode of Business Litigation TV. This show is all about helping owners and managers navigate business litigation, or more specifically, hopefully, to prevent it. However, if you are not a business owner or business manager, there's a lot of life tips that I believe will also benefit you. So these are short videos. Stay around and listen. Any questions you have, you can always email me at jesse@jdelaw.nyc, and I'll be happy to speak with you. Today, I want to talk about liars. Okay? The biggest problem with lying is, and I just want to preface this, I know a lot of people out there think attorneys, well, we're liars, we're shysters, how many lawyers, what do you call 10,000 lawyers at the bottom of the sea? A good start, yeah, I've heard it all. But the problem with lying is that you cannot keep your story straight, or at least it's really hard. All right, the simplest one is, we all remember when we were sneaking out as teenagers, oh, I'm just hanging out with a friend, tonight, and all of a sudden your parents call that friend's parents and you're nowhere to be found. Kind of hard to keep your story straight if, or at least keep everything on track when you're lying. What makes me think about this is I've got this case. I don't trust the lawyer on the other side at all. So he comes into a case, I sue multiple companies. He comes in on behalf of one company, we'll call it Company A. Another company, Company B, he says he does not represent. Fine. Do a little research, and he represents Company B in another lawsuit. And he represents a lot of similar shell companies, at least I'm calling them shell companies, in that second case. And in that case, he's suing because he's saying someone who was running all these businesses were diverting assets, which means they're basically taking money and doing what they want with it. So what the problem with that is he comes back in case one, my case, and says, no, everything was done above board, all the bookkeeping was meticulous, each company is separate. That's not what case two says. And then he goes into case three and says the same thing. So I'm going to have to put you on hold for just a sec. Sorry about the delay in the change in room. Not there should be any time difference for you guys. But I was telling a story about the lawyer who's lying, basically. So what has been happening in the case is that just trying to gather my thoughts here properly. After he lied in case 1 and 2, he started into case 3 against my client. And in that case, again, he is stating that there is no misuse by Company B, that everything was done properly, which again is kind of amazing since he doesn't represent Company B, so how can he even state that on their behalf? And because he started a lawsuit himself stating there's misuse in Company B. So obviously I'm going to catch him in the lie, and he can never just get this case off on a motion to dismiss or anything because there's a question of fact. I mean, he's telling 2-3 different stories here. So don't lie. Don't get caught in a lie. Do the right thing, tell the truth, stick to one story, and make sure if you're in litigation you have an attorney who's smart enough to research, read all the papers, and find inconsistencies if there are some. Okay, these are all things that will help me at the end of the day and hopefully win the case. I definitely believe I should, but I'm definitely not going to guarantee a win on YouTube or any other mode that you're watching this. But I feel confident in my abilities here. So, you got any questions, comments, would like to discuss this with me, email me, jesse@jdelaw.nyc, and I'd be happy to discuss it with you. Thank you very much. And I look